establish relationships with professors, with, staff at the STC, because if they like you, then they will give you, advance notice for, internship offers.
At least I feel that networking is very important, but once you get established that connection, you can't fake it. You sort of have to have that knowledge to back it up. So most of my internships I gained through networking of some sort. At the first company I worked at, I found it actually on Craigslist, surprisingly. I was very young and I had very little experience, so they still took me on. But throughout the entire process of that internship, I made sure that I leveraged what I knew in school to bring it into their company. Because if you really think about it, these people have been outside of the business academic field for a really long time. So a lot of their models and the mentality are very old. So what you can do is to leverage basically the learning that you learn at BU and bring it to your job, and that'll make you seem smarter, and that'll make it really easy for you to get referrals. It basically gives you more responsibility in your internship because they believe in you, and once you can own stuff within your internship, it's really easy to get those connections because people want to talk to you. If you go down one path, you have that benefit of, yes, you know a lot about the industry, but you also have the disadvantage of having very funneled skill sets, which will not make you look very differentiated amongst your peers. So I think those first 2 years it's very important that you get a diversified skill set. As long as on your resume when you really apply for that job or that internship you want in junior year, that you can somewhat tailor them towards it. So they should be somewhat focused, but if you get them in different industries, it's very attractive because you can pull in learning from different industries.
Starting small has, its benefits because you really get good experience, you get your feet wet, you get to know some characteristics and qualities. Going for a big company is more harder because usually you have to go through your corporate network, so you might not get the first chance. And also a lot of these big companies are looking for well-established students that have prior experience, so if you're a freshman or sophomore, you might not have much underneath your belt. So really, go to these networks that you have around you, whether they're at home. Also look into something, like Voltaire said, beyond just what you want to go into. For instance, I know that some of my friends went into retail, the first year or two. Definitely not what they wanted to do after graduation, but it kind of helps build character. So don't shy away from that.
And it's look, core, everyone is taking the same S&G courses, don't put those in, and then just sort of, just basically see what's out there, and there's a lot of example resumes online, but I'd really say focus on things in your internships that really create results. You don't want to just say hey, I made copies. You want to see there's a result of all your work that you've done. So even if you did something as simple as bringing papers to a meeting, just make it sound nice and say you facilitated communications amongst the executives and help them make decisions later. So it's basically molding your resume to sound like that you did create a result, and that's what it should be. It should be result focused.
It's really they really like experience in the U.S. because I don't know, things are more. It's just really appealing for them to have experiences in the U.S.
It's an educational hub here. We have obviously Wall Street and all that stuff around here. So American experience is very valued.
Yeah.
Even abroad. So.
It definitely is.